In the models, you have to pick a car for your choice. I'm going to work with Range Rover Velar, this one that I have image and text, because I really want to work with this part where I have the text. Velar is currently my top choice car. Yes. Let's reduce our viewport width and see what's going on. It's still perfect to have this. It's not that bad. Still use it. And here, okay, it automatically adjusted the specifications because we have reduced the font size of the overall web page when we hit less than 1200. So let's continue to go. Let's continue. Okay, this is not looking okay for me, so I'm going to target it from the breakpoint 1100. So for this, I'm going to say include responsiveness equals to EM. This is the point where I want to make the things change. So I'm going to put the font size to be kind of 3 rem, and you could see that also that we have these paddings right here going on our button. It's still reloading, so let's leave it reloading. Okay, where are we now? Very good. We have to reduce this padding because I don't think it's something beautiful for us. This is a button, so we have to go where we have buy, and inside of this we're going to write our button. So let's put our button. Remember that our buttons have the after pseudo element, so you already know that. Tradition, responsiveness, it's also EM 1100 pixels. I'm going to change the padding top and bottom to 1 rem and left and right to 2 rem. Save it, and let's see how that is gonna look like. Okay, it's reloading now. It's much better right now, in my opinion. Yes, sincerely saying, this is much better. Let's reduce. Let's reduce more. This is how we play right here. Let's reduce and see what's going to really change so drastically. Oh, this is a point where things start to break, and that's not what we want, because it's boring to have this right here. So let's find our payment services, and the breakpoint that I'm going to choose is, okay, 970, no, 980, it's much better. So let's find this is related to our payment services. Here we are. So we simply have to say copy this, change here the breakpoint to 980. The padding, now let me reduce to some 0.5 rem on this direction and 0.4 rem, and let me just add some margin to the left where I'm going to have just 1 rem. Save and see if this is gonna help me or not. Okay, let's reload, and that should fix. Very good. It fixed it. Yes, it fixed it, and you can see that this is, oh, I couldn't even see how I was saying it was fixed. Now I have to reduce in order to find out if it will fix it. Yes, it fixed it, because at this stage we would have the payment services on another line, but now it's not happening like that. Okay, here we also have kind of problem in this zone. Maybe we will have to add one more media query or make more modifications on that one, because as we hit here, it's just for this small moment, right? Okay, so we have to fix for this small interval that happens right here. Okay, we can simply put this margin just 1.1 even here, and try to reduce the paddings that we have right here, let's say 0.2, and see if this is gonna fix or not. Let's try that. Let's reduce. Okay, it's a small point right here, some pixels. It's just a matter of some small pixels right here. Okay, to handle this we can start from 910. It's too risky because imagine if we have a big price right here. So let's go, for example, for which car right here that has more digits. Okay, let's see this euros. Yes, and let's continue to make that. Okay, the problems appear right at the same zone. Okay, let me go back to my Velar. What I'm going to do here is to add another breakpoint. I'm going to put in 920, put some margin lefty, which is going to be really small, 0.5, padding top and bottom, that's not a problem. Here I'm going to put 0 and see if this is gonna fix for me that small issue that I have there. Did it reload? Okay, now let's see. Okay, it seems like we don't have that problem no more. Okay, very good. So let's continue. Let's continue more. It's still okay, okay. At this moment I think it's much better if we remove these payment services and simply put our content to have less space from the top. Instead of being 50% as we defined it, let's put some 40%. So for that, let's go to our payment services right here, say let include 800 pixels. I'm going to have a display of none. The next change is going to be in our content. So let's come here. I'm going to copy this content. Instead of having from top 50%, let me actually put top 40%. Reload this. The changes have been saved. It's reloading. Let's see how that's going to look like right now. Okay, is much better in my opinion. Let's actually see if the top is really being applied here for our content, where we have the content top 40% or 43. Yeah, but 40 it's okay. Let's go and see what we can do more. Even here on this breakpoint where we have 800, what I'm thinking about doing is to have the display of these two images horizontally in this row and the content on the right side coming down. To really make my work more easy to be seen, I'm going to use this right now, put my dog on the right side, and increase right here my window. So this is much better. So we were at 800. Okay, right here I'm going to put the things working how I wanted. So let's go to our left side. Where are you? We don't have the left side. Oh, this is not pop-up right here. We already know include responsiveness. 800. Display is going to be as a table row right now and not just a cell, and we're gonna put its width to 100%. Let's save it, see what this is gonna give us. Still loading. Okay, let's put the right side also to have a display as a table row, width of 100% right here. Control V, save here, and we have to make some changes to our images because they are so wide and each of them is occupying one full row. Let's make both of these images be one on the side of another. We have to find out what our images are. On that breakpoint, set the width to be 50%, and we want to display as I block. Let's see if this is gonna give us a desired result. Yes, it actually gave us the result that we want. We need to have some kind of padding right here. This is not really looking okay, both for this H2 and here in our texty. So let's start with H2, go up. I'm going to change to 800, giving some padding. I'm going to try with 1 rem vertically and a huge amount of rem horizontally. Then go to my texty right here down. In this texty, let me actually give this padding of 1 rem and 4 rem, the same that I have for my H2 there. Save and see. Let's see what we have right now. Okay, it's much better. Then we have to fix this by here. For this by, let's actually give a little bit of padding on the same breakpoint first. So let's simply copy here after display 9 block. Padding can be 1.4, which is 14 pixels, and let's give the same amount of padding horizontally. Let's save and see if this is gonna work for us. Much better now. Okay, let's reduce and see what we have. Well, you already have all the tools required to make this even more responsive if you want to, but at this stage it's responsive enough. Remove this. See the GLE, also it's responsive for this one. It's really responsive. If you really want to go further, it's up to you. Lamborghini Euros, it's responsive also. We can increase here. You're gonna see that it's responsive. What's happening? Okay, it's going more there on top. Probably we should find a good position to our pop-up content. Where is the content div here? Instead of putting it top 40%, maybe we should increase more this. Okay, 50% maybe is the best place. But what you are going to do usually in this case is remove the amount of text that you have, because you don't want to show huge amount of text when you are working with small screen sizes. So if you want to do that, you are free, and you would be using a programming language in this case, or you would be simply just saying that each paragraph right here is a separated div, then you would simply don't display that div when you hit this moment. That's entirely up to you. It was on 40. I'm going to just put 45%. Okay, let's check here. 40%. Let me try putting some 45% just to try to escape that and see if this modification doesn't affect negatively other parts of our website. Let's close here, go to our car right here, velar, and see if it doesn't change it too bad. No. Say Tacoma, very good. Go to Jeep. Okay, it's right there, and this is happening because by this Cherokee now is different, but it's still visible right there, and the Lexus also. At this stage, I'm happy with this responsiveness, so if you want to go further, feel free to do.